Hello Rainbow families, welcome to another episode of 360 Rainbow. In today's episode, we're going to review the infamous trending liquid dough chapati making. In the very recent days, you all would have noticed this liquid dough chapati making becoming very popular. As when you type liquid paratha in YouTube app, you could see so many terms like instant paratha, instant chapati, 5 minutes chapati, no rolling, no kneading paratha, chapati with liquid batter, chapati recipe with liquid dough, paratha with liquid dough, and so and whatnot for this. Let's see if it really a worth trying method. Does it really works? Does it works well, and importantly, does it taste like our real chapati? Is that efficient enough in our daily life? Let's see whether the time cost effort we apply to it worth for this liquid dough method. In this video, let's see the making of this liquid dough paratha and my honest review on these. Number 1, wheat paratha method. Number 2, combination of maida and wheat paratha method. And number 3, paratha made with only maida or all-purpose flour. Let's find out the real hassle involved in these methods. Let's see the batter making now. I'm just adding 1 cup of wheat flour to this bowl. Just half teaspoon of salt. Just few coriander leaves. And then 1 tablespoon of butter. Add half teaspoon of minced garlic. Add 1 cup of water. Mix well and release all the lumps. Then add required amount of water to make a flowy dough. The consistency should be like this. Rest it for 10 minutes. Now to toast the parathas, we should use only non-stick pan to follow this method. Grease your pan a little and then wipe well with a tissue paper. First, heat up the pan to medium. Do not heat too much. Keep the flame to the maximum low, or you can even switch off the flame while pouring the batter. Do not spread as we do for dosas. Just gently spread the batter evenly and then you can switch on the flame. Now you can keep the flame to the medium heat. Now you can see slowly it is drying out in the outsides. It took 1.5 minutes to get to this part. By this time, you can try to release the paratha from the pan by shaking slightly or through a spatula gently. Then we have to carefully flip the paratha to the other side without making any hard impressions over the paratha. And you can maintain the flame in medium by this time as well. So far it took 3 minutes. Now you can give slight pressure and rotate the paratha. Now flip the paratha. So far it took 4 minutes. Now you can see it is almost looking like paratha or a chapati. Now consistently give slight pressure to your paratha with a spatula or a tissue so that it slowly starts to puff up. So now you can see it looks more like a paratha. This took around 6 minutes. And now this time I'm trying with half maida, also called all-purpose flour, with half cup of wheat flour. And this works great as well and looks great in the outside. You will feel so much happy by the time you achieve this output. This took around 6 minutes for one paratha. Then coming to the time review, the liquid dough making part just took 2 minutes, but main toasting in the pan part took more than 6 minutes for each parathas. Then coming to the main taste review, that's the most disappointment part. It doesn't taste anything close to chapati. It is very sticky inside. I myself didn't like it. Nobody likes it in my family. If anyone try this method, they will surely understand it is a total failure method and a complete waste of time and effort. I have also tried the all-purpose flour or the maida method without using any wheat flour. That tastes better than compared to this wheat method, provided if it is served hot. If it is not hot, it doesn't taste good. Full maida method also consumes the same amount of time and energy. When your family waits in hunger for your meals, do not frustrate them depending on this method. Always our traditional method is the best. This is just equivalent to a tiny craft paper board. Kids can enjoy the moment they achieve the result, but eventually we cannot use it for real purpose. This is just fun and make you happy for that moment you get the result, but in real time it is no good. It is not efficient and the taste is not good. Generally, I post dishes only that I like and what I eat the most. I would always try any dishes at home and only if it is my favorite, and also only if I enjoy doing that, and only if it tastes good to my preference, and if my husband and my kids can eat and enjoy that, I will post my videos. I really hate to post this video, but I honestly want to explain how even people can post these non-promising dishes over the internet. So please do not try this at home. That's a kind of wasting everyone's time and energy in every way. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and do not forget subscribing to 360 Rainbow for more promising videos.